Hello, my fellow gamers. Gamer Dude back once again with some more Gotham Knights gameplay. And it's quite a surprise, actually. I wasn't expecting this. So it's going to be quite interesting. But before we begin, y'all know the routine. If you are new to the channel, could you please smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. It also lets YouTube know you enjoyed the video, and it adds it to the algorithm for other people to enjoy as well. So yeah, do that, please. Anyway, quite the surprise for this edition. I mean, I knew it was coming, I just didn't know when. And the fact that it's here now is a bit intriguing and interesting. And worrying. Worrying because I recently started the New Game Plus again, and I'm not even halfway through the story. Being honest, I got bored of playing through it for a third time, so I stopped playing it. Intriguing because it's an all-online Marvel's Avengers Hive-style system with 30 floors of enemies to defeat. Now, as for the other mode, I don't know what that is. And to launch the one on the main menu, I've got to complete the Heroic Assault side mission first. So, we're going to dive back into it. We're playing as Batgirl, so we're going to stay as Batgirl. We're going to jump out and see what happens.
Ah, Master Tim, back so soon?
And it looks like they're finally giving me the XP for completing the Batarangs and the historic.
Oh, well, it's got lots of applications.
One I've been following is the development of new superconductors. It looks like it's gotten a bit of a graphics upgrade as well.
When microprocessors, they can increase processing speed, well, exponentially.
So, faster computer. Well, if you ever want to build one of those, I'll give you a hand.
I'm just going to see if it's downgraded any of my heroes. It doesn't appear to have. Nope. Goody. Alright, so we're going to check on the map first. There it is. No, it's not. I don't think. No, yeah. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. They've added no new suit styles. So to the map, let's see. That's the traversal activity, secret identity, crimes as per usual. There it is, Heroic Assault. So, we're going to go out. We're going to do the crimes along the way, because they're literally scattered in a neat line towards where I want to go. So we're going to do each crime, and then we'll start it up. I'm thinking this update is going to determine whether or not this game has a future. You know, whether or not its life continues. It is falling on hard times. It's sad to say. I really enjoyed the game. A lot of people didn't, but I really did enjoy it. And it's sad that this could be it. You know, this could be the defining moment for the game, whether or not it actually stays with us or disappears. You ain't doing nothing. That drone lasted longer than usual.
Let's go.
So maybe they've upgraded how long the drone actually lasts, because before it seemed to last like maybe 3 or 4 seconds and then it was done, and it's like, oh really? Why? What's the point of it?
I'm sure they tried their best.
Almost at the location, dispatch.
Have to move.
Usually when you do one of these crimes, there's a SWAT van. Oh, there it is. But if you scan them, it gives you another crime to track down.
I got an unresponsive female at my location.
Many antiques to pack up. Her family.
I really do like how the crimes are laid out in a nice, neat little line to take me up to the new content over there. I mean, I really wasn't sure if this content was actually going to drop because of the game's poor reception. So credit where credit's due to them for actually keeping with it, you know? Yep, that happened. But at least it put me in the right place. I think I'll just fast travel to the next ones. I'm hoping when I go to do the heroic assault that it's not devoid of life and people have already given up on the game.
Suspicious activity with signs of electric surges. Use caution.
It's like when I went back to play Marvel's Avengers today for the new update featuring Bucky Barnes. The game was devoid of life. There was nobody playing it.
You're having a rough night. Let's go. There's more coming.
Come to Papa or Mama.
Do this again.
Oh, I love that
Wide
move.
open.
So good for crowd control, it just takes them out.
Oh,
It's like,
are we
damn,
done
just
already?
stay down already. So I have recently restarted the New Game Plus on this game, and I'm glad that even though I've done that, the new content is still there to be played. 'Cause I was worried that it was going to be one of those things where you have to have completely finished the game. I mean, I've completely finished the game twice before. You know, I've 100%ed it. I've got all the collectibles, platinumed the game.
Screw you!
Oh, and speaking of platinum, actually, they have added some new trophies. I would love to tell you what they are, but they're all hidden.
Officers at Croydon Station. Officers request immediate backup.
One thing I do know,
See them soon.
one of the new villains is the legendary Starro. Starro is, of course, one of the big bads of the DC universe. Just some weird mutant, spacey starfish thing. Well, that had to hurt.
Thanks for the hand there. You may not think so, but we're the good guys.
Damn it!
See, once again, these are laid out in a nice little line for me to just take them out, and then go straight to that. It's cool. It's cool. It works. I like it. I've got to get a feel for the game again because I've been playing a lot of things lately. I went back to Gran Turismo. I've been playing God of War. I went back to Avengers, and it's like I've been playing so many games at once. I've just got too much in my head to remember what controls go for what these days. One of the main reasons I'm doing the crimes before I start the new content is because I just want to see if they've, fixed any of the bugs that were present within the game. Because if you played the game before most of the patches, you know it was riddled with bugs. It had a big bug problem, like really big. It's like the bug problem was so bad in this game that you were really prepared to just call an exterminator. That's not to say it wasn't enjoyable, I really did enjoy the game. I mean, I'm not certain, but it seems like they've actually upgraded the frame rate as well. One thing that put people off this game was the fact that it ran at 30 frames. Which was a bit of a letdown, I will admit. But it does seem like they've updated the frame rate. I mean, I'm not sure as to the details of the patch update. I just know that the new content is going to be featuring Starro. And I'm actually looking forward to it, even though it's like a big online thing. You have to do it with other players, which is disappointing. But it's still going to be enjoyable, you know, for the new content, the new missions.
I'm tracking some odd energy signatures near you. There might be something of interest there.
I know exactly what that is. Yeah, I might have only played this twice, and this being my third playthrough, but I know where all of these are. It's ridiculous.
There we go.
It does appear that they've fixed the rewards for it, though, because before it didn't really award you anything, or it didn't tell you what it awarded you, if it awarded you anything. So at least now it pops up on the screen.
Officers requested your Atlantic constituents. Officers need backup immediately. Here, ready for assault.
Try to keep up.
Oh yay, more bad guys. Who would have thought? I am actually also playing this on the hardest difficulty, and after the update, it really does feel like the hardest difficulty. It felt too easy before, even on the hardest difficulty.
Take this.
I never thought this would happen. Thanks.
I get why you're cautious, but I promise. We're the good guys.
One thing I do want to check is if they've actually fixed it awarding the correct mod chips. And it doesn't appear to have. kind of unfortunate. You know, you'd think they would have fixed that, but whatever. I'm not going to fuse them just in case that is broken again. Actually, I'm not going to bother with that one because that'll just take me to another crime. So if you're watching in the future, let me know what you guys think about Gotham Knights, you know. Is it what you expected? Were you disappointed with it? Was it the superhero game they promised it to be? Or was it just not worthy?
Heads up. Let's show her how to dance, huh? She's out of here.
I mean, personally, I really enjoyed the game. But anything relating to superhero games, I just enjoy outright anyway, so
Nailed it.
kind of got a biased opinion there. Goddamn criminals.
We got company. Unbelievable.
Blazin, what's good, my dude? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. This was actually an unplanned live stream because Gotham Knights got a surprising update, adding that new content I was telling you about. The kind of live servicey style content I was telling you about.
They never learn.
Still got it. Yeah, the content will be there immediately as soon as you get the game. I was just saying, like, I've recently started again. You know, I started again on the New Game Plus, and the content is there. I expected it to be one of those things where you've got to have completed the main story for it to unlock and activate, but nope. Unless it's one of those things where, because I'm playing it on New Game Plus, it's already unlocked and you have to complete the main story for it to unlock. I don't know, but it seems like it will be there for you.
Officers needed to investigate near Hemlock and Shelley. Robbery in progress.
Okay, someone's shooting the roof.
Almost there.
They're through. Time to clean this place out. What's happening?
Get stuck with this rookie. Get it done already.
What the hell? Hey! I'm under something real fun. Yup, that's it.
I love that move.
Come on out. Say your prayers, punk. What's the hold up? We should be done.
I love how they're just completely oblivious to me taking them all out. But yeah, I figured I'd start this before doing the new content. I'd start it by doing the crimes that were scattered around Gotham to see if any of the little bugs and issues had been fixed and patched out, and it's running quite smoothly. It's running a lot smoother than it has before. I mean, I was just saying before you joined in that it seems like they've updated the frame rate a little. As before, it was locked to 30 frames per second. And I don't know, it feels like it's running smoother. You know, it feels like they've updated the frame rate. Bit weird for that new content to be all the way up here, but each his own. In Heroic Assault, 4 players cooperate to explore the depths of Gotham City's underground. Start Heroic Assault matches from the main menu or visit the entrance. And of course, as I was saying, if you've just tuned in, Heroic Assault features Starro, one of the big bads of the DC universe, Starro. And it's really interesting because we haven't seen Starro in a video game, at least not as a protagonist. There was an Easter egg for Starro in one of the Arkham games, but he hasn't really been a protagonist. You know, we haven't had to fight him or be around him. So I'm really curious to know what they've done with it and how they've incorporated the lore of Starro into this universe. So let's jump in. I'm also going to mute the microphone and take the microphone out because I'm going to have to play it with randoms, and I don't really want to be talking to you guys with them thinking I'm talking to them, so just enjoy.
What was that?
This was gonna end?
Some chickens out there!
My little hero! Time to play then!
Better luck next time.
Get it together!
You need more training. gonna leave a mark?
I got you just
No more playing around. Better brace yourself.
All I need is one good shot.
Here we go.
time to bug out. Oh, this'll help.
You ready for this? You gave up quick.
Here, but we know what's what. Get after her. Get on in. You're not getting away. Time to. You ain't gonna win this. Don't let her escape.
Get after her.
She's wrapping it.
Watch this.
She's gotta be here!
Where'd you go?
You can't hide forever!
I'm gonna find her. She's here somewhere.
You.
Here, hero.
You ain't gonna get away!
I'm gonna get you, hero.
Oh, she's somewhere! She's around here somewhere! You can't hide from me! We can play fair! Promise!
Hide all you want, hero. She's gotta be close.
Show your face, huh? Watch out! The James Man! Over here! Get away! Who thought this was a good idea, huh?
Next stop, prison.
I'll give up.
Until next time.
You don't want to know what I do to chickens.
Got more driving in to join the party.
Let's go.
Kick it through the back. Not the best day for old freaks.
You telegraph way too much.
That's it!
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's out. Oh, son of a...
Need someone to get my back. Too slow. Get on her.
anyone?
We got company, freaks! Come on! Get out of here! You messed with the wrong hero.
Not impressive. So, what?
Too late to run now. Let's burn it down. Keep running.
Get after her! These heroes are something serious.
That is some poor footwork. Great. This party's about to get hot. The rest of them. You need to step up your game.
Curious. Very, very curious. And very, very interesting. Blazin, you brought up a very good point there. Yes, that laugh at the beginning of that did sound a lot like the Joker. The first thing I said when I heard that laugh was, Joker? And it is interesting because this flooring system that they've added, it's kind of like the Avengers Hive system. And there's 30 floors, so there's a lot. And I'm guessing where it says Reckoning, there's going to be a big boss to fight. But looking at the promo pictures, I don't think it's going to actually show us what boss there is to fight. And as you saw, someone actually did join my game, but they were kind of being douchey and not going for the bonus objectives. So that kind of sucked. But at least I've seen you can play it yourself. And the enemies were kind of pathetic and weak. And it seems they're going to be pathetic and weak for quite a while. Batgirl, my Batgirl at least, can go for it until floor 18. And then hopefully, as I'm going through this, it'll give me better gear so I can upgrade my characters. Speaking of gear, let's just check if it actually gave me anything for doing those. It did not. Nope, it didn't give me anything. Oh, that's a lot of fun. I mean, it's coming up with that there's a new suit style, but it still says 16 out of 16. So, which is the new suit style? I mean, there doesn't appear to be any new suit skins per se. I think I might do this up until the first reckoning and see what happens. But what do you guys think so far? Do you think it's just a waste of time? Because this really does have live service written all over it. I mean, I don't want to admit that, but this whole update vibe, this whole vibe of all these flaws, I'm really getting live service vibes, you know, because it really does feel like the Avengers Hive system. And as I was saying, it does kind of feel like where it comes up with Reckoning, there's going to be like a big boss to fight. But the one I'm looking forward to most is the one right at the very end, by the look of it. And that is Starro. Starro, of course, once again, being the big bad of DC, is like this big space starfish thing that latches onto you and takes control of your mind. It's a really cool concept because it's never been used in the video games before. We saw an Easter egg to it in the Arkham series. He was in a jar in the Arkham series, but he hasn't actually been featured in a game. You know, we haven't actually had to fight him or his minions. So I'll be interested to know where they've actually gone with it. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not like a story edition, you know, like the side missions in the main game, you know, like Mr. Freeze and Clayface, etc. I'm a little bit disappointed they've done it this way. But, you know, it's something new. You know, it's something different. It's something changeable, you know? It's something that we can do. And it's bound to bring people back to the game. And this is the kind of thing that really determines the future of a game. Because I was defending Gotham Knights like nobody's business when it first dropped. You know, I was saying, oh, it's just a baby, it's bound to have its teething issues, blah, blah, blah. And now we come into it, it's over a month later. And the first DLC they had gives off live service vibes. And if it goes that way, I get the feeling it's just going to fail as badly as Avengers did. And I really do hate to say that because I really enjoyed the story for this game. It was really well done, you know, and it was different to have a Batman game without Batman, and that's what really made it its own thing. You know, it really tied it away from the Arkham series. But yeah, so we'll start into floor 2 and we'll finish it with floor 5. And we'll take the microphone out and mute. I'll mute it, of course, because people can stop in to the game, and I don't want to be talking to you guys and them thinking I'm talking to them, and they're like, what? Are you talking to yourself? Are you crazy? So just enjoy the gameplay, guys.
Nothing there. Jeez, long day.
Something's off. Thanks! I'll follow your lead. We got company! He's trying to run!
Get her!
Get after her!
Get after her! Run! Make no mistake!
Screw this! I'm out! Get her!
Run her down! I'll blast you to Kingdom Come!
Shit! The bridge is really on! Where does she think she's going?
We've got to...
Too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
Come on! We're not a bunch...
That won't work.
When we find you, you're dead.
After her!
Shit!
I'm out of here. God damn it!
Think I Face, meet floor.
Heads up!
Get on her! She can't escape! You take me down, you murderer!
Hurry, fast!
Get it, Gwen! We can't lose this.
I'm not She's getting away!
All right.
Don't let her run!
Should have ducked.
Stop that! Please, no! Stay low, I'm firing! Got around!
How the hell did you do that?
Shit, we're in trouble now!
I love my job.
She's splitting! Fuck her in!
Firing now! I'm done! We can do better than this!
You brought this on yourself.
Show me what you can. Heads up! Enemies incoming!
Clear out, I'm gonna shoot!
Get her! She's back! Laura!
Where does she think she's going?
You walk.
Let her get away!
This is getting dicey.
Stop her! No, no! Let her get away!
Hey! Get her! She's running for it! Move! Give me room to shoot! Can't go down.
Get on her! She can't escape!
Need to regroup! Come on, back. Don't let her escape! Sweet!
Coming at ya! It's over, Batgirl!
Saw that opening a mile away.
I'm not gonna save you!
Go!
Mask! Find it over here!
This really isn't your night. Let's...
Keep going like this, and we're all gonna... Light up that... We know you're out.
That's what you want?
Did you even graduate criminal school?
Watch out!
You had to do things the hard way.
She's running!
Do me a favor and stay down.
I ain't running from you. I'm bored. Let's finish this. After her. Asshole! After that little roast.
Look what decided to show up!
You ready for this?
Hate this.
Ready?
Jesus Christ! You're not walking this one!
this up.
There's Batgirl!
I'm no punk. Let's do this.
A little help here!
Come on, we got something.
After her! Fighting out with a makeup head. This ain't no joke.
Move! Taking my gun!
Piece of cake.
She's down.
Son of a bitch!
Should have stopped.
What's she doing? Down there and track them down.
Perfect.
Watch your back. Someone's taking us down.
You're what? Keep them off
Why are you so scared of us?
me! She's a runner! Grab her!
Here we go.
Get in there!
I got a shot.
We got company.
Admit it. You bit off more than you could chew.
Nice. You're not ready for this.
Someone took him out.
Hey, I need some cover! This, not okay. Get...
Someone's out. Don't end up like that.
Goodbye.
You gave up quick. That all you got?
Someone's messing with me!
Should have just given up.
Someone's messing with me! You're done! You just don't know it!
Let's step this up.
He's locked
again sometime.
You've been putting in some time at the gym.
Heads up!
He's forced for death!
Wanna go your way?
Get ready for a fight!
You messed with the wrong hero.
Anyone else feel like trying their luck?
That was some solid teamwork.
Separate them! Give 'em one. Get damn it! Back row's here!
He's watched this! Hey, he's trying to run!
Now that's just embarrassing.
That costume doesn't scare me! That's Fat Girl! Don't let her...
Shit! Everyone after her!
You had to do things the hard way.
Consider this a lesson!
You telegraph way too much.
I'm in the zone!
Yup, that's a mess.
Screw this!
It's like you guys aren't even trying anymore.
I almost feel sorry for the bad guys.
together. Help me find this molten thing. We ain't.
Can't fight what I can't see.
Someone messing with me? Get out here and party! Hey, someone took her out! Look who's come out to play! Huh? For God's sake, where is she? You don't want to know what we do to chickens! Batgirl! Oh, no, you don't!
I'm not gonna give up.
Freaks, there's someone out there! Keep looking! I got my eyes on you! She's right freaking here! Black freaks the charm!
Pull her down.
Got company! I've lost Batgirl! Help me find that stinking hero! Watch out! She's there! Batgirl! Get after her!
No, wait.
This wasn't what I think!
She's a runner. If you come out now, you're dead
just getting started.
Something doesn't feel right.
Better luck next time. Stay down.
This is getting bad.
Had enough?
We got someone after us!
After her, hun, I'm running. Stop her! Stop her! She's bugging out! Let us just call this a truth. You brought this on yourself. Using upstanding principles.
They're not getting up anytime soon. Good eye.
Yeah, that's it! Got most! 10-minute clock!
That's gonna leave a mark.
If you know what's good for... Bang!
You're gonna lose those pretty teeth!
Got back though!
I love this part.
Got most running! Why aren't we winning this?
You should have blocked.
Bull's getting out of here!
Keep getting away!
Here we go. Company sounds like fun.
What the freak was that?
Got you a friend! Distant man!
Can see her leaving. I'm gonna. Lights out. You knew how this was gonna end?
It's Batgirl! Everyone, after her!
Give me room to shoot!
And it's not ours!
Incoming!
You're washed up! Let's go.
Show's over, Batgirl.
Enemies ain't coming.
Trying to run.
I bet they missed you at Blackgate. Do me a favor and stay down.
Hey, someone took her out over here.
Operational.
I'm taking you out.
Until next time.
You're done! Yeah! Oh, someone cover me!
That girl.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Take her down.
Barely broke a sweat.
Totally got this. Sweet.
Now to take down the bad guys.
Are you all that your people have sent to stop me? Pathetic. Do you not know who I am? I am Starro the Conqueror. I can turn your planet to ash in a blink. So, fight if you must. It will change nothing. They will sing of my victory soon enough.
Ha! Nice one.
Okay, so we got our first look at Starro. Okay. Yeah, nice touch, nice detail on it. I went into photo mode and zoomed in on the details so you guys could see that. It looked pretty damn good. He sounded just as menacing as ever, which I admire and I love. I'm gonna be interested to see where else they go with it and how they incorporate Starro into the lore of this universe. Because, like I've said, we haven't seen Starro appear in a game before. We haven't seen him as a protagonist in a video game. They've referenced him. There's been Easter eggs, sure, but we've never actually seen him as a protagonist. So it's going to be really cool to see where they go with it and how it all progresses. But I'm guessing to find out, I'm going to have to go through all 30 of these hive floors, and just by doing 5 of them tonight, I'm getting major Avengers vibes with it. It's just so repetitive and boring. Fair play. It's new content. I love that because I love Gotham Knights. I love revisiting Gotham Knights, don't get me wrong. But doing the 5 of these floors, they're identical. They could have changed them up a little bit, given us a background from the Court of Owls for the first floor, given us a background of I don't know, under the city, under one of the cave places that we went to in the main story, or in the basement of a building or something, or even fighting in the belfry. That would be cool as well. But it's really repetitive. I don't know if the floors will change as it progress, but taking a look, the floors look pretty much the same all the way through. Except adding in a couple of new enemies. You've got the different factions in there as well, of course. There's that weird QR code style faction as well. I saw when I was playing the main story, I saw a bunch of QR codes around the map, and I just figured that the devs put those in as Easter eggs, and if you scanned them, you got some kind of free comic book from the website. But I don't know, I never scanned them. I never figured it was a faction within the game. Because we only know of the factions that we fought, the Freaks, the Court of Owls, the League of Assassins, etc. We never actually fought that weird QR code style faction. But the factions going through the rest of the floors, they're identical, except for the last floor being, of course, Starro, because I'm guessing that's going to be the big boss, Starro. So why they opened it up on the first floor with that laugh that sounded like, well, the Joker, I don't know, because I thought that the 5th floor, Reckoning, I thought the boss was going to be the Joker, controlled by Starro. That would have been dope. I would have allowed the repetition if they did that. But instead, we got one of those big brute-style enemies instead. It's like, come on, I've just fought through 5 floors of those, doing 3 waves per floor. It's like, seriously? You're not even gonna give a big bad like Mr. Freeze or Joker or Riddler a Starro star, and we have to fight them as Starro? I mean, come on, you're just gonna kick us in the nuts with that. Yeah, exactly, Blazing. Exactly. That's what I was just saying about the floors being switched up, and about showing different villains being controlled by Starro. Because I saw you comment after that laugh, and even though my microphone was switched off, I said to myself, because I heard that laugh, I was like, Joker? That's just, I blurted that out. I was like, Joker? Because that laugh sounded so much like Joker. Either that, or it was supposed to be a reference to Anarchy. Because I know Anarchy is featured in this universe as well, so it could have been Anarchy laughing. But I don't know, it really did sound more like the Joker. Because throughout this game, the Joker obviously doesn't appear, but he is referenced. So it is possible that he isn't dead. You know, it's possible that, you know, he's heard about Batman's death and he's doing something similar to what we saw in the 90s animated series, where he just thinks, well, without Batman, what's the point in committing crimes anymore? You know, there's no one worthy enough to try and stop me, so he's just given up, essentially. And, you know, he's gone into hiding, or just now living the quiet parental life, like in the Harley Quinn series. But still, I was hoping for the fifth floor to be an enemy mind-controlled by Starro that we knew. So, you know, Mr. Freeze, Clayface, Joker, Anarchy, anybody other than one of those big brutes that we just fought through 5 different floors taking down. It's a bit of a wasted opportunity, but I don't know how it's going to go through the rest of them. I mean, that one just looks like a hovering drone. And as far as I remember, in terms of Starro, he could only control people, not technology. Controlling technology is more Brainiac's thing. So unless the hovering things have got something to do with Brainiac, which I highly doubt, because he's appearing in the Suicide Squad game next year, so I doubt WB Montreal will be actually allowed to use Brainiac, then I'm guessing that Floor 10 isn't going to feature an iconic villain either. Floor 15, it's hard to tell. I mean, that kind of looks like a projection up there of the Court of Owls, but I can't be sure. Floor 20, it's another hovering machine. 25, there's no distinguishing features, that's just a corridor, so who knows what we're going to get on that one. But of course, that one is Starro. I mean, it's a fun concept. I will give it some credit, you know. But I really think this update is going to determine whether or not the game dies. Because it was, and I do hate to say this because I really enjoyed the game, it was received very, very badly. It got review bombed like 2 weeks before it even released to the public. And when it did release to the public, everybody hated it because they'd already, you know, seen leaks and spoilers and everything and listened to all the reviewers. But, you know, the thing is, if it does die, it might actually be a good thing because, as I said before, this whole thing really does feel live servicey, and I really don't want this game to turn into a live service game like the Avengers, because Avengers had a fantastic story, but then the live service end game content was boring, repetitive, and most times just unplayable. And if it happens the same way in Gotham Knights, then I'm sorry to say I'll end up putting it down and let it collect dust like I did to the Avengers. It just won't be worth my time. Exactly. That's what I was saying, Blazon, because in the Batcave we saw that Riddler trophy. We saw the Joker's Joker card. There's references to the Clock King, Captain Boomerang. When you go into Penguin's office, there's Captain Boomerang's boomerang. There's the Clock King's hat. Penguin, of course, he could be controlled because, you know, he's still a villain. He may have gone legit, but he's still a villain. Yeah, I think that would be okay if they did it that way. If they did like, this is the live service bit, for those online babies that just want online stuff, and then they do a bit of story mode content, and then they go back to another live service updating this, and then vice versa, just switching between. But I really do think that this particular update is going to determine whether or not the game receives any more content updates like it. Because if people hate it, if it doesn't bring players back, then the devs are just gonna shelf it and move on to other projects. I mean, WB Montreal have already moved on to their next big AAA project. So Gotham Knights has essentially taken the shelf while they work on their next project. They'll only have a small skeleton crew working on Gotham Knights at the moment. So it would be a shame to see it go, but if it goes, I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. So thank you all so much for stopping in. I do appreciate it. Blazing, as always, thanks for stopping by. Do appreciate it. And if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it would just be your good deed of the day. Same applies if you are a returning viewer. It also lets YouTube know that you enjoyed the video, and it adds it to the algorithm, and therefore allows other people to enjoy the video as well. So, yeah, just saying. Please do. Please like. So I'll probably be back with this again at some point. I don't know how far into it I'll be. I'm probably going to do another 2 floors before I call it for the night. I'll be back with some Avengers gameplay as well. Some Winter Soldier gameplay. And a few little videos in between here and there. So we have some interesting news regarding Criterion Games and the Burnout series, which I am quite happy to bring to the channel with the informative news. Well, I'm thinking of replacing my Just the Facts series with a more informative gaming news network. I don't know. I'm tickling with ideas. I'm playing with ideas. So yeah, that's it then. Thanks once again for stopping by. Do appreciate it. This has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming. And I will catch you all in the next one, guys.